Good morning. It's Monday morning, bank holiday Monday, and it is a little bit cloudy, but I think it's going to clear up to be quite a nice day. And I have some things I want to get done outside, and then some more kind of boring bits that I need to do as well. Um, so I've just had my morning hour of stitching, which was amazing, and got to drink my tea. I'm actually on the lemon and ginger tea with a big spoonful of honey because I've woken up with a really dry throat. So that's what I'm drinking this morning, and I'm just here finishing off the last few stitches before I get on with my day. This thread that I'm using here is actually a blend. So it's a strand of 734 and a strand of 745 as well. So that's what we're using, and it just gives a really nice effect and kind of softens the transition between the different colours. If you can see, this is all 745, this very pale buttermilk yellow. And if I just bring over our chart here, that is this section here. You see where the kind of the light, the high point of her dress and the reflection of the light is going up towards her arm. That's the bit, that's that yellow bit. So we are moving in the right direction. My goal for today is to try and get sort of from here and then up. So up, including this bit, and then kind of this bit here and this bit here. So that's my kind of goal. And then it'll just be a matter of starting to work downwards then. Although, as we all know, I do tend to change my mind. So we'll see how that goes. But that is where we are now. And I think it's not in focus, but I think it's looking pretty good. I think it's really starting to take shape. Good evening, everyone. It is just coming up to 6 o'clock, and I've had another hour of stitching, which was so nice. It's so nice to be able to stitch when it's still daylight. It just makes everything easier. And here's where we are now. So just these stitches here, I don't want to poke in the scissors, but these stitches up here, I think are these ones here, you see up the inside of her arm. So we are moving up towards the top of the dress. I'd like to have this bit done tonight, and then here, and then maybe up here, so that tomorrow, if I get up really early in the morning, I might be able to do a bit of work on her kind of leg before the actual work day begins, because like I said, I do want to be finished by the 7th, and I've had a weekend and a bank holiday and I haven't made progress. But it's just like, it's hard to find the time, even when you're not, even when it's like a day off, it's still hard to find the time because there's just other things that take the time. Anyway, so that's where we are for this evening, and then hopefully later this evening I will get another hour or so, and I'd really like to get this bit done. That's kind of my goal for this evening. Hello everyone, it is just after midnight. It's about 20 past midnight. I didn't really realise it was so late. I just was really in the zone of stitching, and then looked at the clock and went, oh my goodness, how am I going to get up in the morning? I'm not the best person for getting out of bed in the morning anyway, especially not after a 3-day weekend, I can tell you that. But here's where we're finishing off on day 4, which is Star Wars Day. I forgot to say that. Happy Star Wars Day. I'm not going to say May the 4th be with you. I've just said it now, because I always just think it sounds a bit weird. But anyway, happy Star Wars Day. So here's where we're finishing. I have done part of her shoulder piece, and this just needs to be filled in the morning. But I'm happy enough. I think it's good enough progress. And then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to start working down a little bit. Now, obviously, tomorrow is, back at work day kind of thing, so I probably won't have as much time. But if I do manage to drag myself out of bed at some kind of respectable hour in the morning, I will hopefully get maybe an hour of stitching in, or half an hour before I actually have to go and do some work. But that's where we're finishing. Thank you for watching, and good night.